Alright, good morning guys. Welcome to this video. I literally just woke up, just climbed out of bed now, but I want to show you guys exactly what to do as soon as I wake up and as soon as I climb out of bed.
In a town full of fancy cars and crowded bars and supermodels, looks exactly the way it did inside my head when I dreamed about it. All the things I could live without, I need them now, cause they're all around me. Only thing that I can't afford is to lose myself trying to be somebody.
Alright, so basically what I do there, it's called vacuums. You heard me mostly talking about my previous video. It sort of helps with, so you have a thing called a vacuum pose, which I really want to learn how to do. But then you also get these that, because when you do vacuums, it's like strengthen ab wall. So it's behind, actually it's the abs behind your abs. So it really just keeps everything tight, keeps everything sort of looking, tight basically. So I do that in the morning, and I do that in the morning because as soon as you wake up you got no food in your stomach, or you got less food in your stomach, so it's a lot easier to do the suck and the vacuum. So basically what you're doing is you're standing there, I lean over just because it's easier, and then you're trying to basically get your gut to like touch the roof. So that's like the best way of thinking of it. So you're leaning over and you're trying to get your gut to touch the roof. Okay, so as soon as I'm done with that, the next thing I'm going to do, sorry if I look still flippin' tired, because I am tired, I just woke up. The next thing I do, and I do this every morning without a doubt, 500 ml of water, and I drink it as soon as I'm done with my vacuums, and I drink this straight away. On to meal number one. Tash. Okay, so that was meal number one that you guys just saw there. I'm going to try to keep everything very short and quick so that this video doesn't drag on for too long, because there's a lot of meals we need to get through. But that was meal number one, which was 2 slices of toast with butter on it, and butter made in the pan, then 3 eggs and almond milk and a protein shake, but obviously you don't have to use almond milk, that's just my preference. And then I also had those peanuts and raisins, which also isn't, you guys don't need to do that, but that's just something I do because I need the extra calories in throughout the day. So I've sort of worked all this whole meal out. I'm doing it for about a week and a half to 2 weeks now, and it's been really amazing. But yeah, so catch you guys at meal number 2. Only thing that I can't afford is to lose myself trying to be somebody. Other thing I wanted to talk about was the water. So you saw me have my 500 ml this morning, and then I have another 500 ml with this meal, so that's a litre already. So I have a little tally up here with all my water and my food and stuff. Okay, so just one thing before we get into it, I usually don't let my meals go over about 40 to 45 grams of protein, just because then you go to the point where, because of the size of my body and stuff, you won't really be able to digest that amount of protein. Then it'll just go to calories and just get burnt. So then rather, so say now if I had this meal and then I had a chicken breast or something, there's no point in eating it in this meal, because it would be more useful 2 or 3 hours from now when my body will actually be able to use that protein again. So I usually keep everything to a minimum, or between 40 and 45 throughout the day, sort of keep that as try not to go above 45. Alright everyone, time for meal number 2. Meal number 2 is the shake that I normally have every morning. In the previous videos you guys have most probably seen quite a couple times, but now I've changed it to my second meal. Usually I have my first meal just before I go to work, and then this as soon as I get home from work. The time now is about, I think it's good just before 12. Yeah, it's just before 12. So, and I finished my other meal, I think just around 10. I woke up a bit later than I should have, but I am on holiday at the moment, so I just have to fit my meals in a bit quicker, but meal number 2 is going down. I know it looks like a lot of ingredients, but it's really easy to make. Almond milk is expensive, so I don't like to put a lot of it in. Then I just mix it with milk. Well, I mix the almond milk with water. It is a lot easier to put a lot more liquid in, as in water or milk, just because then it's more like a smoothie and less like a milkshake sort of a thing. Oats for me is such an important one. I can see if I take oats out of my diet, I lose like fullness very quickly. I think it's because it's so like dense in carbs. But yeah, so if you're somebody who struggles to put on weight, definitely try oats. And I have a second serving of oats sometime today, but that's just to get extra. Having one of those blenders literally saved me so much time. Before I was using one of those big blenders and you had to clean it all out. So this one, literally blend it, you take the little thing off and then you drink out of the cup you blend it. Only thing that I can't afford is to lose myself trying to be somebody. Okay, so meal number 3 is a bit of an odd one. It's a bit of up in the air meal because I usually only do what I had the previous night. So this is because how it works with my work and because I go to 2 different jobs. So it works best that I have my first meal, my second meal, and the third meal just before I go to my second work, which will usually be leftovers. Yeah, last night we had nachos, so there will be leftovers. But sometimes what happens is there's a night where I don't have leftovers. And that's what I just wanted to explain. So if you don't have leftovers from the previous night, then I usually make another serving of eggs. Yeah, it's tough, but it's a grinder. But if you want to push it, then that's usually what I have, or just something. That's why I say the third one's a bit of an up in the air meal, but just find something around your house that you can have, or if it's something different. But it can't be one of the meals that I'm going to make after I'm back from the gym, which I'll explain when I get back. Okay, so I got my nachos and another bottle of water. So that is now, I think, my 4th bottle of water, so that's 2 liters. Okay, so I'm off the gym and I'm just filming because I'm taking pre-workout, which I don't normally do, but today's quite a heavy leg day. I'm not filming my gym session because I've filmed a lot of leg days recently. But for those of you who are mostly watching this channel for the gymming, a big gym vlog sort of video will be coming out, I think the next one after this. Sure, that was rough. Yeah, so the next video is supposed to be a big gym vlog. I'm excited for that. There's going to be some funny things me and Connor are going to be doing. And I want to try get some of my other friends, and we're going to hit it. We want to hit like a huge deadlift party or something like that. Or just go and mess around with some heavy weights, see what we can get. Yeah, off to gym. and then if I hit anything impressive there, maybe I'll just film that part. But then if not, then I'll catch you guys for my post-workout meal. So yeah, that happened. My brother called me and asked me if I could go pick up some food because we weren't going to make dinner tonight, so I got that. But you guys should actually be impressed with me because I was sitting there waiting for the pizza for like 15 minutes, and right across the thing was Milky Lane, Marcel's, and flippin' Cinnabon. So then I was actually walked into a couple of the shops thinking about it, but then I was like, no, I'm filming this video and I've got to keep loyal to you guys. So I'm most probably going to have that because that would be dinner, but I'll only have a couple slices because we're sharing that with me, my brother and my dad, so at least it's a bit better.
All the things I can live without, I need them now, 'cause they're all around me. Only thing that I can't afford is to lose myself trying to be somebody.
Okay, so it is currently, I think, about things like So at 8:30 at the moment. So that pizza threw me off a little bit because normally I eat the meal that I'm about to eat now. I eat before, and then I have dinner, and then I have a meal after. But now obviously I had dinner first because there was the pizza and I didn't want it to get cold and stuff. So I had that first. I ended up having 4 slices, so I'll put that up somewhere on the screen here. I couldn't find exactly the one I wanted on my app, so I just landed up putting a margarita. So it was meant to be a little bit more calories than that, but I'll just keep it for that for now. So we're going to go on to our next meal, which is going to be chicken breasts. But normally I would have chicken breasts with some sort of carbs, but I had the pizza, so that's got a lot of carbs. So I'm most probably just going to go the chicken breast now because I'm missing out on, I think, about 50 grams of protein so far in the day. So that chicken breast will most probably kick me over to be done with hit my protein goal for the day, and then my final meal of the day will be a high carb meal. Okay, so this is like what I was talking about before. So I made 2 chicken breasts, but that one alone is 150 grams, and that exactly gets to the point how much protein I need throughout the day today. So normally you do per pound of body weight, that's the amount of protein you should be eating. And I weigh like, I don't know perfectly in pounds, but I think it's like 180, 187. And I've got about 200 grams of protein in already today. So I'm going to eat that one tonight, and then I'll save the other one for tomorrow. For maybe in the morning I'll have that instead of my protein shake, and I can save money on the protein shake. So it's always like a sort of give and a take. But yeah, so just want to say that, and then we'll go to meal number, I think this is 5, so next meal is the meal number 6, and that will end off our night. Okay, so I know you guys can't see anything. I'm not gonna film making oats because you guys all know how to make oats. So I'm just gonna make it, and then I'll try this video when I'm back in my room. Alright everyone, that's where I'm going to end this video off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it through to the end here, then you're an absolute legend, because I know this is going to be a long video. This is not a video that does very well, but it's a video that people have been asking me for, so I made it. Yeah, so the hardest part about this is that you guys get to stop watching here, but tomorrow I fall asleep, I wake up, and this whole process repeats itself. But it's worth it for the progress and the things you see. It's all about the grind. 'Cause I don't really like anybody, so don't tell me I'm like anybody.